Hi students, welcome back to the video class of Business Research Method. Today we are going to discuss the topic schedule. Under the head schedule, today we are discussing the topics such as meaning of schedule, what is the purpose for preparing a schedule, schedule preparation process, types of schedules, merits and demerits of schedule, pre-testing of the questionnaire and schedule, and merits of pre-test. So first we can discuss the meaning of schedule. A schedule is a set of questions which are asked and filled by the interviewer in a face-to-face situation with another person. In this case, interviewer go to respondents along with a schedule. He asked the questions and record the replies in the schedule. In certain situations, schedule is handed over to the respondents and interviewer help them to record the answers. Interviewer explain the objects and aims of investigation to the respondents. The schedule may be contain two types of questions such as direct questions and a form of table. For data collection by using schedule, sometimes enumerators are appointed and they should get proper training to perform their job. So once again, a schedule is a structure of set of questions on a given topic which are asked by the interviewer or investigator personally. It is just like a questionnaire, but the difference is schedule is filled by enumerator who are especially appointed for filling the questionnaire. Okay, these are all about the meaning of schedule. Now we are going to discuss the main purpose of a schedule. A schedule is act as an instrument for observation or interview in order to achieve objectivity. So it act as an instrument for conducting observation or interview. Then it act as a memory reminder and also it helps to assist the work of tabulation and analysis. So these are the main purpose of preparing a schedule. And now we can discuss the steps for preparing a schedule or schedule preparation process. There are mainly 6 steps for preparing a schedule. They are knowledge about the different aspects of problem, knowledge about the information to be studied, framing the actual questions, content of schedule, general layout of the schedule, and testing the validity of schedule. These are the 6 steps which are included in a schedule preparation process. Okay, now we can discuss each stage in detail. While framing the schedule, the first step is to have proper knowledge about the different aspects of the problem. So the first step is knowledge about the different aspects of the problem. There are so many aspects which is related with a particular problem. So the researcher has to put a great deal on thought into the selected research problem. Then while framing a good schedule, the second important step is to decide what information is necessary for a valid generalization on each aspects of the problem. So knowledge about the information to be studied is the second step. An extensive literature survey usually helps the researcher to get a proper knowledge about different aspects of the research problem. So here the researcher must conduct a review of literature. By studying the previous studies in the related field, the researcher gets knowledge about relevant information needed for his current study. Then the third step is the framing of the actual question. This is the most essential part of the schedule, and any error it may invalidate the whole research study by providing biased, incorrect, incomplete or irrelevant information. So the researcher should take utmost care while framing the actual questions. While framing the actual questions in a schedule, there are some sub-steps which must be taken into consideration. So the sub-steps are nature of questions to be given, questions to be avoided, language, sequence of questions, type of questions. So the researcher should also take care of these points while framing the actual questions. Now the fourth step in framing a schedule is to prepare the content of the schedule. It is nothing but the systematic structure of the schedule. So the whole schedule may be divided into 3 parts. They are introductory part, main schedule, and instruction to the interviewer or observer. So the first part is introductory part. This part includes introductory information about the schedule and its respondents. So the information included in this part is name of the survey with the name and address of its conducting authority, reference or case number, name of the respondent, his address, age, sex, education, profession, etc. Then place of interview. So these are the whole information which is included in the first part. Then second part is main schedule. This is the main and vital portion of the schedule. It has to be prepared with a great care. This part of schedule contains with different questions, columns as well as blank table where information supplied by the respondent has to be filled. Then the last part is instruction to interviewer. In this part, the field worker who has to present the schedule and collect data is given elaborate instructions regarding the presentation of the schedule and the method of interview. The field worker are given detailed instruction about the use of various units, technical terms, general method of fulfilling the schedule and the way in which the interview is to be conducted smoothly. Instructions are given in details in order to ensure uniformity of recording the respondents. So these are the three parts which are included in a schedule. Now the fifth step is general layout of the schedule. The layout or physical design of the schedule is very important. If it is planned properly, the interview will bring high response. A bad, unsystematic and a schedule without a proper layout may create errors frequently. Size of schedule, paper, margin, spacing, printing, use of pictures are the important indicator. It must be noted while preparing the schedule. So these are the general layout indicators. Now the sixth and last step for forming a schedule is testing the validity of schedule. After the schedule has been prepared, the investigator should test it on a sample population in order to examine its validity and to find out any mistakes in it. Various mistakes, unsatisfactory or unnecessary things can be located while doing sample test. If the researcher finds out any mistakes, there is an option of changing that questions. While doing this, the schedule will become more accurate. If all these steps will be taken into consideration, then definitely the researcher can frame a qualitative and accurate schedule. So all these six steps is very important for framing an accurate schedule. By considering the above steps, he can also be able to check problems of response in a schedule. So these are the 6 steps which must be followed while preparing a schedule. Now the next main topic for today's discussion is types of schedule. There are mainly 5 types of schedules are there. They are observation schedule, evaluation schedule, document schedule, interview schedule and a rating schedule. So the first one is observation schedule. Observation schedule is a method in which data in the field is collected with the help of observation by observer. So here data is collected with the help of observation. There are mainly 3 types of observation methods are there. They are structured and unstructured observation, controlled and uncontrolled observation, participant and non-participant observation. Now the next type is evaluation schedule. It is used to gather information about the specialized institutions or agencies. It is used in sociological or psychological research. The form and size of this schedule is determined on the basis of nature and complexity of the problem faced by the institution. When compared to any other schedule, it is more complex and the size of the schedule may be bigger. Now the next one is document schedule. This type of schedule is mainly used to record data obtained from documents. And next one is interview schedule. This type of schedule is used by the interviewer to gather information from informants. It includes standard questions which are asked by the interviewer while interviewing the respondents. He entered the answers, the blank space provided for answers in schedule. Then last type is a rating schedule. The rating schedule is used to assess the attitude, opinion, preferences, inhibitions and other like elements in the field of business guidance, psychological research and social research. So these are all about types of schedules. Now moving to the next topic, that is advantages and disadvantages of schedule method. So the first one is advantages of schedule method. higher response, saving of time, personal contact, human touch, deeper problem can be analyzed, defects in samplings are detected. These are the important advantages. While using a schedule method, higher response is possible, then saving of time is possible, personal contact is possible, human touch are there, deeper problem can be understood, defects in samplings are detected. Now, what are the demerits of using schedule method? It is very expensive, training of enumerator is needed, and it is not suitable for private investigation. So, these are all about merits and demerits of using schedule. Now, moving to the next topic, that is pre-testing of the questionnaire and schedule. After preparing the questionnaire or schedule, it is to be pre-tested before sending it to the respondents. Pre-testing is a process of an advanced testing of the study design after the preparation of the schedule or questionnaire. Once again, pre-testing is a process of an advanced testing of the study design after the preparation of the schedule or questionnaire. It is very much useful and necessary. It provides a test for the clarity of the questions and correctness of the interpretation. It helps to find out the new aspects of the problem which are not anticipated at the time of planning stage of the study. So, it is a trial and error procedure wherein successful trials are repeated and the errors are avoided. Now, while we doing pretest, so many problems can be found out. So, some of the problems are absence of the proper order of the response, no response for certain questions, irrelevant answers may also be seen, then a refusal of answering of the questions, high degree of variance in answers. So all these problems can be minimized while we doing the pretest. The work of the pretesting must be done with due care and caution. Otherwise, unnecessary and unwanted changes may be introduced. Proper testing, revision and pretesting questionnaire give greater result. Now we can discuss some merits of doing pretest. The investigator or researcher can find out what are the strength and weakness of the questionnaire. This is the first merit. Then it helps to improve the design and effectiveness of the questionnaire in terms of format, quality, etc. So it helps to improve the design of the effectiveness of the questionnaire. Pretesting helps to resolve many problems of the measurement. It will show how to develop proper lines of inquiry in a logical manner. It will provide a right estimate of the resources needed to complete the survey in terms of time, money, personnel and equipments. So these are the merits of doing pretest. Okay, these are all about schedule. Now we can discuss the questions related with this topic. They are: what is a schedule? Explain the purpose for preparing schedule. Explain about schedule preparation process. What are the types of schedule? Explain the merits and demerits of schedule. What is pretesting of questionnaire and schedule? Explain merits of pretesting. Okay, students. Today we discuss the topic schedule. So I think you got an idea regarding what is schedule, purpose, what is the purpose for preparing a schedule, schedule preparation process, types of schedules, merits and demerits of schedule, pretesting of the questionnaire and schedule, merits of pretest. So we can wind up today's session. We can meet in our next class. Till then, bye. Take care.